Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Roadrunners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Tulsa's offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football and still...
Taking the shot on the first play. And he's done it inside the 15-yard line. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice throw and then hauling it in.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. Williams looking for a man. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulsa. Up and over. Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UTSA's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Coleman.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next count. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger range.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Now, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 29, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna let it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's got the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Tulsa now has it in the red zone. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Presley. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back goes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. And the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
Nice strike, big play in the passing games. I'll tell you what, find your mismatches, find your advantages, what you do well, and do it again. And then again. And then we know how do we do it again. Keep attacking.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UTSA! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Williams will pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
On the return, it's Anderson. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team.
On to punt it away.
Makes a move. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive Defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Roadrunners will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires on the move. Intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Finds his man. It's McCoy. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Williams looking for a man. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 35, he's got room. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from gorgeous Tulsa, Oklahoma. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
Second down coming up.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, he'll fire. He makes the connection and tackled there by the defense. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
The Roadrunners will punt it away on fourth down.
On to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and made. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at high.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Williams will pass. They're bringing heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not.
And that pass is intercepted. Well, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. Bulls his way forward. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Williams looking for a man. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Tulsa! They take the lead with the 6.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
UTSA, 21.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have run a better route.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Rolls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Williams will pass. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
A 3rd and long coming up here. With the catch, it's Presley. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Barnes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10.
Good enough for a 1st down.
He's going to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Number 1.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Utah. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Williams looking for a man. Finds the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. This offense has a second down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is exactly what we expected. Blow for blow, trading punches, just like two elite teams should.
Yep, and great players have to make great plays in big moments, right? Step up, break a tackle, do something spectacular, and that's what the young man just did.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. On the run from inside his own 5. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, UTSA.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be for the win. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And the kick is good. His 3rd field goal of the game, and 3 is the magic number for the win. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.